As we mentioned earlier, breaking news from Kensington Palace this morning. Prince Harry has released an unprecedented statement about his new girlfriend, Meghan Markle.
Well, the statement is the first official confirmation from Kensington Palace that the Prince is in a relationship with the American actress. And some of what it says is here. Since he was young, Prince Harry has been aware of the warmth that's been extended to him by the public. He's also aware there is significant curiosity about his private life, but this past week has seen a line crossed. His girlfriend, Meghan Markle, has been subject to a wave of abuse and harassment. Some of this has been very public. The smear on the front page of a national newspaper, the racial undertones of comment pieces, and the outright sexism and racism of social media trolls.
Wow.
Prince Harry is worried about Miss Markle's safety and is deeply disappointed that he has not been able to protect her. This is not a game. This is her life and his. I think that's one of the strongest statements I've ever heard come out of a palace.
I think so too. It's
incredibly
really
personal statement. He is obviously very, very angry.
Well, good for him. Good for him. I think it's very brave.
Camilla Tominey, royal correspondent who broke the story for the Sunday Express, is on the phone now. Hello, Camilla.
Morning.
Well, we just read that statement out. Am I right in saying that that is one of the most powerful statements ever to come out of a royal palace?
It certainly is. I think, actually, we have heard some strong statements from Kensington Palace, from William as well, on the issue of privacy, particularly to do with George and Charlotte. But for Prince Harry to speak like this, I've spoken to Kensington Palace this morning, and essentially he's made an unprecedented statement because these are unprecedented media times. Fleet Street is obviously its own private Idaho, but what we're also dealing with here with these kind of stories is this torrent of commentary and involvement from anyone and anyone, so journalists, members of the public, etc., online. So apparently Miss Markle's Twitter and Instagram feeds have been besieged with comments, some positive, but a lot negative, as you'd imagine, because she's an attractive woman, and there's quite a lot of misogyny online, as we all know. Also, there's suggestion that in some way Miss Markle had been involved in pornography because a love scene from Suits, the drama that she acts in, ended up on a porn site. It's stuff like that apparently has crossed the line.
Camilla, how realistic is this statement, though, to achieve for him? I mean, can he ever think that he can have a personal life? Do you think that the papers will back off of this one, that those, you know, social media trolls will stop writing their horrible things online?
Well, look, we can't stop social media trolls, and actually the internet continues to publish with impunity while the newspapers have to toe a much more legally stringent line. He accepts that he is in some ways public property and that there's a public interest in him and his girlfriend. But I think where we do draw the line is basically character assassinating this girl. I think Harry feels that because he's now 32 and indeed Meghan is 35, that as soon as he meets anyway, suddenly she's wife material and therefore fair game. And actually, in the interest of fair, accurate and kind reporting, really we shouldn't be tearing this girl to pieces just because of who she's dating. That's the message that's coming across. There's reporting of the event, but not character assassination. That's taking it too far.
You broke the story. You started it.
Well, I started it, Philip, but I broke a completely accurate story about her being his girlfriend. I don't make any comment on her or what she's like or her mother. Apparently there's been quite a few kind of racially dodgy pieces written in newspapers like The Guardian, sort of suggesting that it's some shock that Harry might be with someone whose mother's black. I mean, that's something I'd ever consider writing.
Also, Camilla, it's the fact that they've gone out there and officially stated they are together. When you were in here the other morning, you said that the only time that would happen was when they got engaged. This is a bit early.
No, I said that they might put their relationship on the record, but the only time that they will comment on her behalf is if they're engaged. This is the other trouble here. Poor old Meghan hasn't had any representation at all, which is why stories turning over sisters and siblings who have been offered apparently six-figure sums to talk are unfair, because this girl hasn't been given a right of reply. She hasn't, because until today, the relationship hasn't been confirmed by Kensington Palace, so she's had to keep stum. Maybe now we will see her and her representatives over in Canada defending her corner.
All right, Camilla, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
If you enjoyed that, there's more of the same right here. And make sure you subscribe so that you never miss the best moments from this morning.